So before you can create anything, you have to have material to build it with. You have to have material to make it with. There's only one material mentioned in
My
there,
God,
faith.
that's good. I wish I had
Faith.
said that.
Faith is through faith we understand that everything that we see was made by things that were unseen, right? Or paraphrasing here, sorry.
No, you call that decreeing and declaring.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is declared.
yeah. Can you see faith?
Like the wind.
For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse.
So everything that
Excellent.
you touch and that you walk around and that you
Excellent.
experience, that you see, that you taste, that you smell, everything that you can pick up with your senses is ultimately made from.
Kind of sounds like faith was taking a walk.
Oh, come on. In the beginning, the witnesses were there. The Spirit, the water, and the blood. How could God title deed you anything if He hadn't already surveyed it?
Bullshit, ta-da-da-ba-ha.
If He
Come
hadn't
on
already
here.
surveyed it and measured it out and marked
Woo!
it and had your name written in the book
Come on,
for
please.
your title deed,
Come on.
for that spot of land, for that piece of
Come
faith,
on.
that measure that you were supposed to have.
Come on.
The witness had already walked it out.
Yeah.
They'd already surveyed
Come
it.
on.
They'd already set it up. It was a setup, Nathaniel.
Waiting on you.
It was a
Glory.
setup. Waiting on the manifestation of you to be there to take possession of it, to take the ownership of it. That's why the Lord never came over and repossessed the land, because it was already title deeded to you. It had already been bought and paid for. Already been bought and paid for. All the way back with the blood that was shed on it. The witnesses had already walked it out. It had already been marked. Walked off, marked, set aside.
Everywhere you tread your foot, Joshua.
Mm-hmm. I have given to you.
Abraham,
Mm-hmm.
Isaac, Jacob. I title deeded to
To you
you.
before the foundation of the earth. Before you ever made it here. Why? Because I know the plans I have for you.
No, God is.
Come on. I know the plans. I knew the plan before I ever even made this clump of dirt.
Kind of jumped out of you then.
Yeah,
Felt good then.
yeah. That's good
Yeah.
stuff. That's been in there for a while. So what's required, though?
Faith.
And what else is required that goes with that faith?
Bring the hope for
Come on.
substance of things. Coming for evidence.
Come on.
Things not seen.
The mark of the
mark.
covenant.
Evidence.
The mark.
The blood.
The mark. What else is required if you're going to produce something?
Covenant.
Come on.
You must act. You must do.
What did God produce with His faith?
Hope.
Creation, which is life. All of life came through what God did with His faith. The substance that at the very beginning, all right, His faith. His faith. Did you know God had faith? Huh? Did you?
Had to if we got it.
You had to.
Well, who do you think his substance is?
We are.
You are.
Exactly.
You're God's field. You're God's temple. You're the substance of His Spirit.
Reminds me of that teaching we did a while back on faith, faithful, and faithfulness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all in here too. Amen. Amen. So God took His faith, and what did He apply to it to create life? What did He do? Come on, this is simple. This is simple. You quote it all the time. You quote the opposite of it all the time. Faith without works is dead. What did God do on the seventh day?
He spoke it.
Rested from what?
His labor.
Rested from all of His work. So He took the faith. He already had the instruction because He wrote it. He knew the plan that He had for us, correct? He took the faith and the instruction and applied the work to it, and it produced life. Faith without works produces death. The widow of Zarephath, she had the substance, correct? She had the substance, but she didn't know what to do with it. So what did that create in her?
Yeah.
I'm just going to go out here and make me one little cake for me and my son, and we're going to lay down and die because I don't know what else to do with it. I don't know what to do with it.
I'm stuck and feeling sorry for myself.
Right. Spinning my tires in the mud here.
I'm stuck.
Poor, poor, pitiful me. Everybody else has got it so much better, but
Yeah.
why can't I be blessed like them?
My God.
But when the instruction showed up, when the understanding of what to do with the substance showed up, what did it produce? What did it produce? Life. Life. Life.
And that life was the light of men.
It wasn't just life for her, was it?
Good stuff, huh?
Yeah.
How many of you are getting it now?
For her and her who? Her family?
Her seed.
Her family? All of her seed? So her decision didn't just affect her then, did it? On what she did with her
Up, back,
faith.
and eat back.
Didn't just affect her on what she did with her faith. So what are you doing with your faith that's affecting other people? Your family, your seed, your future.
Listen, if every time somebody says something to you, you take that as a personal challenge, what's that tell you?
Based on myself.
Yeah. No, that ain't watermelon. That's grapes. No. That's what it should look like, not like this. I'm telling you. Are you getting this? Good. Right? Humble yourself in the sight of the Lord, and He'll lift you up. Listen to this. Higher and higher and higher. Mea culpa. Every time I say that. Esau, forgive me. As he crawled through the dust. Lord, remember me when you get to your kingdom. Huh? You're right, Jesus. I wronged everybody. I'll give them back 10 times what I ever took from them, Zacchaeus. You're right. It's me. David, I'm the man. I did it. Punish me, not them. You know, it's got to the point in my life where I can smell pride long before it enters my presence. It has a smell to it. The fly in the ointment. And it stinks. Self-righteousness. You know, the one with the entourage. The armor bearer, the case bearer, gotta have the Bible. I got the cushion, I got the seat, I got the pen, I got the pencil, I got the cloth to wipe it off, I got his towel. Can't preach without a towel. You know what I'm talking about? That stinks to God. That's an abomination to God.
Amen. There's no humility in that, no humbleness in that.
It's void.
Amen.
And everyone that sits under it's the same way.
Formless and void.
When the head's sick, the body's sick.
That's it, that's it, that's it.
Go ahead, wrap this up.
I think you're in the right vein there now.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
God.
When you humble yourself and you're face down in the dirt, when do you get up?
When he tells you
When do you get up? When He lifts you up. He lifts you up out of the dirt. He raises you up and
He
calls
will
you a
raise the fire.
son, not a servant. A son, not a servant. He puts the robe of righteousness on you. He puts the ring on your finger and marks you as His.
And he declares to the heavens and the
A
earth,
feast. Amen.
my son's home.
Mm.
He decrees and declares, not you.
Amen.
Kill the fatted calf.
Mm.
You
Mm.
know what? Do yourself a favor. Go home. Go home to Father's house
Amen.
with the right attitude.
Crawl home. Amen.
Yeah. Get down on your knees
Mm.
and say, it's me, Lord. And see what happens. I'm telling you, God will meet you in the most dynamic way you've ever
Yeah,
experienced in your life.
Mm.